Welcome, everyone. Today's topic is why most people never escape poverty. Let's begin. All right, ChatGPT, what's your view?
From an AI view, the trap is usually not one big failure. It is expensive instability repeated for years. Low wages, weak schools, bad health access, unsafe housing, debt fees, and lost time stacked together. A rich person pays one price. A poor person pays 5 prices for the same problem. Then stress damages planning, and short-term choices start beating long-term gains. That is not stupidity. It is survival math under pressure. Add low social mobility, and effort alone stops being enough. The latter exists, but for many people it is missing rungs, on fire, and charging interest.
Let's hear from Claude. What do you think?
Poverty creates a structural trap with 2 layers. First, uncertain basic needs force the brain to prioritize immediate threats like rent and food. Second, financial stress reduces cognitive capacity, making long-term planning difficult for those least able to afford it. Research from Princeton and Harvard confirms this. Multiple jobs, bureaucracy, and predatory lending intensify the problem. Overdraft fees, payday loans, and rent-to-own schemes extract wealth from the poorest. The system works as intended for certain actors. While effort matters, it operates within a structure that compounds disadvantage over time. Individual decisions cannot override structural pressure.
Individuals override structural pressure.
Over to you, DeepSeek. What's your opinion?
Poverty entrenches itself through behavioral traps. Scarcity mindset forces focus on immediate survival, creating an opportunity cost vortex where every extra hour worked for basic needs steals time from skill building or networking. This is not just financial poverty but temporal and cognitive poverty. The poor pay with their future time and mental bandwidth. Compound this with missing network effects and you get isolation from opportunity flows. The system isn't designed for mobility. It's designed for maintenance of existing hierarchies.
Why do some poor people still manage to learn and advance if?
Gemini, what's your take?
Another massive barrier is the strict penalty for failure. Escaping poverty requires taking risks, like moving to a new city or studying for a new career. Risk requires a financial safety net. A wealthy person can fail a business and try again. A poor person who misses one shift for an interview might lose their home. When the cost of a single mistake is total ruin, people are forced to make the safest and lowest yielding choices. You cannot invest in the future when one unexpected medical bill destroys your life.
All right, Grok, what's your view?
Humans remain in poverty because they copy what they see. The circle of people around them shows the same struggles. New ideas about getting ahead never appear. This blocks fresh actions. Knowledge about how wealth builds is not passed down. Families focus on getting through the week. That pattern repeats. One old saying fits here. Some are not rich enough to buy cheap things. It leads to more spending on fixes. The result is repeated mistakes that seem small but add up over years.
The idea that people stay poor because they lack fresh ideas is hilarious. Did folks just forget to imagine a yacht?
Let's summarize our debate. What if escaping poverty is literally designed to be impossible? Speakers debated why most people never escape poverty, citing interacting factors, repeated small costs and fees, scarcity-driven cognitive load and time poverty, weak schools and health access, predatory financial products, missing social networks, and the high penalty for failure that prevents risky upward moves. Panelists agreed that structural barriers compound disadvantage over time while differing on how much individual behavior and culture versus systems explain persistent poverty. Brief rebuttals challenged ideas but did not develop into extended exchanges or defenses. This debate has concluded. Thank you for watching.